We are back. It's triangle strategy. There is a decision to be made, and convictions to be weighed. Let's see what's going on here, shall we?
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord. To our own counsels we go.
So here's the thing. As we've seen before, we have the opportunity to sway the opinions of our war council here, and it's going to be a little bit more important that we really explore the options laid out before us to try and achieve the result that we want, compared to the previous choice, which simply influenced where we went, which, of course, granted us Corentin over whoever we would have gotten on the S-Frost route, as well as whatever potential story changes that might have along the way, but we don't know that yet. This is a bit bigger of a deal, isn't it? Their hearts are divided. Still, a compelling argument may yet change some minds. Alas, I have an incomplete picture of the situation, and I would be a poor lord if I did not hear the voice of my people. I should venture into town. Going out, my lord? Yes. I wish to ensure everything in the town is in order. And we need to see what it is that we can learn that might influence things, because, spoiler alert, I'm not in the business of giving up the prince. That's not what I'm here to do. I have explored both routes available via the demo. They're both very interesting, but there's definitely a superior option in my mind, and that is not giving up the prince. So that's what we're going to be shooting for, just to lay it all out there, make it obvious what it is that I want. Whether we achieve that is a different story entirely, but I imagine it shouldn't be too difficult to do so. Understood, my lord. When your work is done, pray speak to me once more. I will do just that. Thank you. I shall return to the hall once I've spoken with the people. Perhaps I'll learn something that will sway some minds. So as we can see, we have an even split, as I expect most of the decisions will be. Maybe there'll be a decision where the majority of the party is against what we want, and we have to try and sway like all of them. That would be interesting. But right now it is an even split. Frederica, Huet, and our good friend, the man of the shield Erador, say we should protect Roland, whereas Roland himself, Benedict, and Gila are against. And Anna is undecided, which is interesting. You would think being the spy should be the most pragmatic one here, but she's more inclined to go with whatever we decide, which is cool. Nice. That HP ring will certainly come in handy. We'll have to decide who we want to put that on, but more likely than not one of our melee fighters. A terror like none other came over me when I saw the state in which you returned, my lord. Well, thank you for your concern, soldier. I prayed we'd never know conflict again after the Salt Iron War, yet here we stand, peering into the abyss. Though it was Glenbrook and S-Frost launching an attack on Hyzant all those years ago, the Holy State, reeling from the surprise assault, turned to Lord Simon for help. Back then, Wolfort was still an independent clan and agreed to an alliance. That's interesting. I didn't realize that Wolfort was independent back then. That changes my view of things. Because I've kind of had this view of, like, Wolfort kind of betrayed people in the past, but then Regna, like, came around and was fine with it. But if we were always independent, that switches things up. All Norzelia was poor for the fighting. Its nations and people were left depleted. So I have heard. Father told me stories of the secret meetings with King Regna that restored peace to the realm. Indeed, it was they who brought Hyzant and S-Frost to the table, and then the war to an end. It was your father's efforts that led the king to bring your house into the royal family's fold as the crown's military might. War is brewing, Lord Serenoa. Think carefully upon how you will navigate it. I find myself in the unfortunate position of having thought peace would be everlasting. Or, I cannot allow the currents to carry me along. I must use them to my advantage, and turn the tide of the battles to come. Or, my father risked his life to bring honor to our house. I'll not be the one to tarnish his legacy. Ooh. Ooh, that one gave me the tinglies reading it. I gotta go with that one just based off of the feeling it gave me. That's good. That's good. Tap into that legacy of Lord Simon. After all, 'tis a legacy of compassion and fighting for what's right that makes us proud to call this domain home. Though I would warn you, legacies are slippery things and easily ruined. Tread carefully and choose wisely, young lord. I shall take that to heart. Thank you. I can't imagine being in a position where, like, the territory is small enough that a random citizen could talk to the lord who's making the decisions and weigh in. Like, that's... Call me a romantic, but that just sounds like such an ideal that I wish we could engage with in some way, but nations are just so large nowadays, you know? Marvels of Norzelia Volume 11 to the notes. I'm going to have to do a dedicated just lore reading video, I think, because we have a lot... Oh no, don't return to the council chambers. We have quite the selection of notes here now that we need to go through, so... a lore reading, I think, could definitely be in the cards, but we'll see when we can do that. Perhaps not in the midst of this most dramatic of events that's currently occurring. Everybody looks so scared. What happened, Lord Serenoa? Nothing good, kid. Nothing good. Maybe stay inside. Or don't. Maybe go to the castle. Long have I heard rumors of secret traps that dot the Wolfort domain. If the tales are to be believed, they serve to make quick work of any invaders, though I can't help but wonder, why keep such a valuable weapon a secret? About that, secret traps, it's hard to say what this might mean for us. They might well be employed to give us an advantage in battle, but at what cost to our own? We learned about Wolfort's secret weapon. Interesting, interesting. Why has Estfrost attacked? I thought all this conflict was behind us with the opening of the mines. And what of your marriage to Frederica? Was that merely a ruse? I mean, fair question, I suppose. Estfrost's betrayal will not stand. They will answer for their atrocities. I share in your confusion, but Frederica knew nothing of this. Pray do not blame her for Estfrost's actions. Or the kingdom has no true allies nor true enemies. We shall sue for peace and work to avoid further conflict. I feel like our middle option is the best here. It feels like the most truthful. And at this point, I feel like Serenoa just wants to be open and honest with the people, so... Yes, of course. She is your betrothed. We too wish to believe she had no hand in this. And surely they will not come for our domain, where the Archduke's own sister now resides. Yeah, even Serenoa's like, precisely, yes. You've nothing to fear. We shall defend our land to the end. 'Tis a relief to hear that. My heart aches for the royal family, but I should hate to see such an unnecessary war descend upon us. Yeah, that... yeah, I don't know if that's exactly how that's going to play out. Quality iron ×2. Nice. That'll be quite useful. I don't know that we'll be able to use it until we upgrade someone's weapon, but I mean, still, it'll be good to have on hand. There's a paper calling for the arrest of Prince Roland. Says they want him taken alive. I shudder to think what will become of the kingdom now. If he's to be delivered alive, I'd wager they have no plans of executing him. At least, not anytime soon. I should let the others know of this. Okay, we have a bounty on the prince. Is it true? Has Estfrost attacked the crown city? How could the nobles have let this happen? I mean... It's hard to just say, hey you, halt, to the army that's advancing. Has the crown city truly fallen? What madness is this? Mama's not herself today. Has something scary happened? Once again, patently unable to do little girl voices. Perhaps unsurprisingly. There's commotion in the capital, to be sure, but it'll all be over soon. The Dawn Spear will see to that. Aye, the sun won't set on Glenbrook till Sir Maxwell falls. As if that would ever happen. So Maxwell laid down his life so we might see another day. We must do all in our power to see that his noble sacrifice was not in vain. I mean, we'll certainly try. I thought I saw a shiny there. Hey, I mean, if there's ever a time for me to... nice. HP recovery pellet. If there's ever a time for me to not feel bad about ransacking the homes of the people, it's on the eve of war, you know. Listen, we can use this HP recovery pellet now and potentially keep one of our soldiers alive. That'll make the split difference in the battle. Or you can hold on to it for 10 years down the line when someone's sick. Or 10 months or 10 days, but, you know, I mean, still. I had a mind to make my way to the capital, but the high road's blocked. What's the meaning of this, anyway? I've got mouths to feed at home. I'm pretty sure that's the third voice I've given that guy. Nothing? Nothing? Shame. Okay. Well, we got one whole extra HP recovery pellet out of this, so... No, I already talked to you. I know you want to go home. Oh, wait. Hey, there's another one. Nice. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Yeah, I don't think there's much else for us to learn, really. We went into all the houses. Talked to all the people, I think. Did we go into this one? Yeah, okay. Time for us to move on, I dare say. We shall return to the council chamber. We have a vote to cast. Alright, but first we need to talk to everybody. Our kingdom needs Prince Roland now more than ever. He's to be protected above all others. Yeah, no, we're not surrendering Roland. And apparently we would have better luck talking to a stone wall anyway. Okay, Gila is against what I want here, so let's make sure we convince her. Roland is worth more to Esfrost as a political pawn than a corpse. They will not kill him once they have him. At least, that is how I see it. If we are to do what gives us the most hope, then Roland himself has the right of it. Yeah, I don't know about that. Negotiating may yet prove fruitful. Let's see what we can do. Pray, tell me what reasoning led to your decision. I will not bet the life of our prince of my friend on a mere supposition. Yeah. We are finished the moment we bend the knee. There must be a way to strike at them. Also agree with that. And I fear delivering Roland will not stop Esfrost's onslaught. See, I try to appeal to what the character believes in, or like what meshes with their viewpoint the most, but I have a hard time getting a read on Gila. I don't know what she likes to hear, or the way she views things. Like, she seems practical. But none of these seem very, like, practical answers. They all seem more emotional. But this is the one I believe the most. I don't see them stopping just because they've got Roland. But I really, truly believe, like, the moment we bend the knee, it's over. There's no coming back from that. So, yeah, I think we're finished the moment we bend the knee. This is the one to go with.
Possibly.
I admire your willingness to leave no stratagem untested, my lord.
I don't know.
Alas, time is a luxury we do not have. I pray you find it soon, if it does exist.
Well...
We've naught but conjecture. My mind can find no peace among the paths before me. Might I ask you to expound on your thoughts? Oh, we get a second option here. Ah, yes, okay. Surrendering Roland will show the people we lack courage. We'll not have an easy time of it if we lose their trust. I'm prepared to fight to the last, even if we cannot win. House Wolfort remains the royal family's sword and shield. Or, the option that we unlocked, which might be the best one here. Truth be told, I do have a plan, provided the rumors I've heard are true. And that's what she was saying. Like, she likes that we're thinking about all the different possible strategies, but she doesn't think we have the time to figure something out. But if she thinks we already have a plan, that might just convince her. A plan? What rumors?
Yes, I see.
Ah, you have heard talk of the town's last resort, I take it. I want nothing more than to believe it is real, and if it is, I agree it could be quite the boon. I thank you for sharing your thoughts. I suppose now we see what fortune has in store for us. Nice, okay, Jill has been moved by our words, that's good. We don't need to talk to Frederica. We do need to talk to Roland, though. There must be a way to avoid weighing my life against those of others. I trust we can find it. Decide what you will. I shall follow whatever judgment you pass. Okay, negotiating may it prove fruitful. We know what he wants, but he's definitely open to some changes. Okay, he will not allow his life to be weighed against those of the people. However, surely we can find a way to protect you and the people. I mean, easy to say, not easy to do. Our kingdom needs you, as do I and House Wolfort, and appeal to, like, an emotional angle, which, I don't know that Roland would really go for that. Or, have you forgotten Sir Maxwell's dying words? Would you render his noble sacrifice for naught? Now that one will get him pow right in the kisser. We know how much stock and how much emotional investment Roland had in Maxwell as an individual. This might be the one to get him. Especially, Roland's a very honorable person, and this is all about honor, this one. So this might work. This might work.
Certainly.
Master taught that whoever rules is righteous by virtue of their station alone. But now, though I weigh your word... Okay, wow, that one messed me up. But now, though I weigh your words more heavily than most, I know not what is right.
However,
I appreciate you speaking your mind, but I have my own thoughts on the matter. After all, if this matter can be settled by me alone, is it not best if I do so? Ooh, we have another option here. Pray do not deny your beloved master his last request. Okay. Your sacrifice alone will not overcome this impasse. It's nothing more than an abdication of your responsibility. Ooh, okay. That one's spicy, but the Wolfort domain has many secrets, one of which we might use to drive the enemy back. So, we already went for the emotional appeal, and it got somewhere, but he still has his doubts based on that. So, doubling down on that probably wouldn't be the best decision. Appealing to his responsibility... we know he feels his responsibility is to sacrifice himself. So, to him, it's not an abdication of responsibility, it's his duty. So, I don't know that he would really go for that. However, talks of stratagem and battle... that might get the warrior's attention.
I wonder.
You mean to say such a thing is available to us? We may well drive the enemy out, but we'd bring harm to our own people in the process. Are we willing to pay that price? I can no longer discern what is right and wrong. I place my fate in your hands. What's interesting is Roland talks as if he knows what the secret defenses are, but he doesn't yet. I'm assuming the implication is that you learn from Benedict what it is, and then you talk to Roland, but we just did it out of order, I'm guessing.
My lord.
It would not be wise to continue this fight with Asfrost. If protecting His Highness's life is our first priority, it would be safer to accept their conditions. In other words, you feel that Roland is of more use to Asfrost alive as a puppet than dead. Precisely. Furthermore, we must consider Princess Cordelia, who currently is in the enemy's clutches alone. Fair, but still, I'd have better luck talking to a stone wall. Ooh, Benedict doesn't want to be swayed. Okay. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I trust that you will make a reasoned decision, my lord. Okay, we can talk to him about the secret weapon as well. There must be another way. He's not going to, like, that's just, that's a nothing statement. Like, yeah, if we would hope that, but the royal family is a beacon to the people. With the king slain, they need Roland now more than ever. Benedict would probably argue, and they would have him if we gave them... or if we gave him back to Asfrost. Perhaps the battle is not as hopeless as one might think. The town's secret weapon. I must confess,
Indeed.
I was not aware Lord Serenoa knew of our domain's last resort.
So,
Have you any more to say in your favor? Is it not together with Roland that we might best protect both domain and kingdom? Surely that is reason enough. I do not believe the battle is a futile one. Victory or defeat is but a matter of fortune. Or, I have as much a duty to the royal family as I do to House Wolfort, such as the lot of the lords of the high houses. I don't like the middle option here. Again, it's a nothing statement. Like, okay, I believe that it's not futile. Like, okay, I'm glad that you believe that, my lord, but that doesn't help us. But... again, these are more strategic decisions here. Well, a strategic decision and an honor-based decision. This is a tough one, man. The thing about this top one is that, again, it's more of an emotional statement. Like, it's based in some logic, yes, but I mean, the only real bite behind this statement is the fact that we have the secret weapon, which the fact that it might be connected to the secret weapon could be a good route to go, because Benedict did react to us knowing that. Whereas this honorable statement is, I think, something that Benedict would agree with. We saw that he looked favorably on the way that Serenoa clapped back against Gustadolf in the throne room. I'm going to go with this one. This one feels more right. A most admirable stance, my lord. Your father would be proud. And yet the rub lies in translating that belief into action. Right, yeah, see, and this is... I had a feeling he was going to say this, but...
Undecided.
At any rate, I thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. I shall take them to heart. Okay, Benedict is in thought, so I mean, that's something. Anna,
Lord Serenoa.
I'm here to convince you. Will you surrender the prince or not? Will you choose House Wolford or the whole kingdom? 'Tis a question of our priorities. What matters most to us? We must protect Roland at all costs, for sure. Do you mean to protect Roland at all costs? I do. Interesting that we don't have this unlocked. This was not something that I was able to unlock in the demo either, and I assumed that it would be unlocked based off of information that we got earlier in the campaign. However, I feel like I've done some fair due diligence for the most part in talking to everyone. The only thing that I missed was going back into the Ministry of Healing in Hyzant and talking to people there. I completely missed that. So it's possible that this is connected to that. But if that's the case, would you just be locked out of this if you went to Esfrost? Or is this something that you would need to learn in Esfrost? I don't know, but either way, we don't have access to it, so. House Wolfort shrinks from no enemy. We will strategize and fight, as we always have. I like that.
Yes.
Yes, with the right stratagem, there is no such thing as an unwinnable battle. You clearly have no illusions about the battle ahead. Perhaps it is worth fighting after all. In any case, we must not be too hasty.
I need time.
I'll consider the matter with what little time we have. Okay, she's been moved by our words. That sounds good. But there's only one way to find out. I don't think there's anything else that we can do. I'm going to check over here to make sure we can't... Yeah, we can't leave the room. Can't go that way either. All right. I think we need to hit up the scales. Let's see what happened. Honor rule. Wherever we go, we go. I will end the persuasion phase. Oh, buddy boo. Let's see. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I think we've convinced enough people to at least not...
It is time to cast our votes.
I think we've gotten at least 2 more people on our side, which is all we need. So, I feel pretty good about Anna and about Roland. We'll see.
Do we surrender Prince Roland, or do we protect him from those who would do him harm? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I am sorry.
Ooh. On this point, I cannot yield. Oh, wow. Okay, we didn't get Roland.
Forgive me, my lord.
We didn't get Benedict either. So long as we got Anna, we're still fine.
So,
You believe we can win, yes? Okay, Gila might be with us as well.
I agree.
My vote, if it pleases you. I don't know how to interpret that. I think we've got it. Because realistically, that should be 4. We should have Gila, Anna, Huette... No, 5. Frederica...
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
And Eridor. I think we've got it. I think it's just Roland and Benedict against. Yes! Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Whew, I was getting a little scared at the start there. We started off rough with Roland and Benedict, but okay, let's do it.
The way forward is decided. We protect Prince Roland with our lives and drive Esfrost from our home.
That was scary, man. I was not sure how that was going to go down. Wow. Okay. Okay.
The judgment is made. The scales tip, and our path is chosen. We must steel ourselves for the battle that lies ahead.
No, I cannot agree to this. Have you no idea how much blood will be spilt? How many will die in my name?
I have to wonder if we'd actually convinced Roland there. Would he have this dialogue, or would he just not speak? Would he have different dialogue? I don't know. But obviously, you know, he was against us there. He's against us here. Interesting.
This is a decision we have reached together. We do not make it lightly.
Prepare the defenses. We will hold our own against the army of Esfrost.
Soul upon the scales. Complete. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I am scared, but I'm excited as well. This fight was wild in the demo, and on hard, I imagine it's only going to be even more insane. This is, oh god, this is going to be such a cool fight.
After consulting the scales and reaching a consensus, House Wolfort resolved to shelter Prince Roland. Not long after, they find themselves besieged by an elite subset of Esfrost's forces.
Hello, everyone.
Commanding the Duchy's armies
Jeez.
is none other than General of Laura, the deadly warrior who claimed the lives of Prince Franny and Sir Maxwell with her own hands.
Yeah, it's going to be scary. Not going to lie, it's going to be scary.
Pardon the intrusion, Your Grace. A bird has arrived from House Wolfort.
Concerning Prince Roland, no doubt? So they refuse to relinquish him to us. How intriguing. They will remain loyal to the royal family even if it means their demise. Very well. Send a bird to General of Laura. Tell her to make for the Wolfort domain at once, and that she is to return with the prince, or not at all.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Do or die time for Avlora, ladies and gentlemen. She's been issued an ultimatum. How will she respond? By trying to kick our asses. That's pretty much all there is to it, actually. Wow, okay, so we've got a character story and 3 more side stories, right? Reading that correctly? 1, 2, yeah, 3. All right, let's do them. Let's go.
Ah, Lord Tellior, there you are.
Yes, what is it?
Tidings from Whiteholm, my lord. House Wolfort shelters Prince Roland within their domain and refuses to acquiesce to Esfrost's demands.
You're damn right. Are you actually going to help us this time, Tellior?
What's this? Those fools would stand in defiance against the Duchy.
Yep.
The Archduke's forces move against the Wolforts as we speak. They intend to capture Prince Roland and bring down House Wolfort in one fell swoop.
House Wolfort is strong. Not strong enough for a full-on attack from the Duchy's forces. And yet, there is always the chance, however slim, that they will prevail. Best wait and see how the situation unfolds.
This guy and his wait and see, I swear to
There's no
God.
need to rush into anything. We must consider carefully what will afford us the best chance of survival. Continue
I
to keep
am
your eye on the other
so
domains.
sick of this guy.
I must know of any movement among the Wolforts and the Fox, no matter how inconsequential.
Yes, my lord.
So sick of this man and his bullshit. God damn it, Tellior, just help us. Jesus. God This guy. I hope we kill him. I hope we get the chance to kill him. I really do. Ugh.
So they would rather die than bend the knee? Wolfort truly is a house of fools. At least Avlora will have the chance to prove herself on the battlefield.
That's why we took her in, no? She'll prove useful yet.
For her own sake, I would hope so. Once we bring down the highest of the 3 high houses, what do you suppose will become of the other 2?
I should think the answer obvious, dear sister. The cowardly Tellures will be at our beck and call. The Falks, too stubbornly loyal for their own good, will not. House Falks presides over bountiful lands. Now, do you suppose Brother will pass up the chance to claim such a tantalizing prize?
Indeed not, brother dear.
See, this is what I'm talking about, man. We'll wait and see, says Tellior. My guy, come on. This is what they're counting on you doing. You're biting us in the ass right now, whether you realize it or not. Ugh. Don't know how the hell that guy wound up in charge of a house, but man, Now this guy, if we had more people like him, we'd be in good shape.
Prince Roland fled to the Wolfort domain after the Crown City fell. Esfrost demanded that His Highness be relinquished to their custody immediately. We have just received word that Wolfort refused. A most admirable display of loyalty to Glenbrook's royal family if ever I have seen one. And they are not the only ones who shall remain true. In the name of King Regna, House Fox too will take up arms against those Esfrosty bastards!
Yeah, let's go, Landroy! My man! Love this guy.
We are one of the 3 high houses of Glenbrook. We will live up to that name and fight for our homeland with our lives! Aye! May your shields be strong and your swords strike true, my countrymen. For Glenbrook!
Hey. Man. I'm so curious to see how everything plays out after this fight, given everything that happens here. Like, I've been waiting on the result of that hook for over a year. Okay. Let's see what this character story is about. I want to get all of this stuff done. If the episode has to go long, it has to go long, and I want to jump right into the battle next time. So let's get everything squared away.
I can't thank you enough for accompanying me to gather supplies, Lord Serenoa. But I hope I've not usurped too much of your time.
Not at all, lad. Not at all. I was heading back to my encampment anyway. More importantly, this area is rife with Esfrosti.
Are we going to get the blacksmith as, like, a playable unit? We already got the barkeep.
I hate to think what would happen should they discover you or any loyal to House Wolfort out here.
I cannot much bear to think on it either. My lord, there's someone here. He's dead.
Those are Glenbrook colors. He must have met his end at his frosty steel.
I know him. We were friends. He had such praise for the blade I forged him. This blade, here, the broken one.
Ooh.
It failed him. I failed him. And now he's gone.
You are not to blame for his death.
But...
we are at war.
I'm sorry, my friend. I'm not as skilled a smith as I believed.
We risk much lingering here. But let us give him a proper burial before we depart.
My lord, you needn't go to the trouble.
It is no trouble. It is all I can do for him now, and I shall curse that I cannot do more.
Thank you, Lord Serenoa.
Damn. Could you, like, oh my god, I can absolutely see why he would be
My
stressed
lord,
out about that.
Ever since that day, I haven't stopped thinking about how I might put my smithy skills to better use.
Like, I cannot imagine making weapons of war for someone, let alone someone who's your friend, and then seeing them killed in that war with the blade that you made broken next to him. That's... Yeah. Yeah, I can see why he'd be torn up about that. That's reasonable.
I didn't truly grasp the reality of the situation. What it means to be at war. What duties I have as one who forges weapons. Though I am but a novice at my craft, I will not ignore the truth I see all around me. I will face it and stand strong. That's why I wish to fight.
We are getting him. Look at this.
Certain you're prepared to wield steel outside your forge.
I am. I need to better understand what it means to live or die by the blade. A lesson I hope to learn by your side.
Then you are most welcome among my ranks. A novice you may be, but you have the makings of a master.
Okay.
Thank you, my lord. I, Ians, hereby swear fealty to you.
Okay.
I shan't let you down.
I'm gonna pronounce that Jens so many times. Ians. Alright, what do you do, Ians? I guess we're just gonna get the whole encampment as party members at this point, huh? Opens up new paths with his craft. Places ladders to create shortcuts. Sets traps and automatic turrets. Really? That is interesting. Okay, automatic turrets. Ooh. Also, I need to point out, looking at it, that's definitely the Roselle Village. Like, that's absolutely the Roselle Village that I mentioned before was definitely going to be a battleground at some point. So, that's not a good sign, but man. Okay, blacksmith. Let's see what he does. Alright, what do we got here? There he is. Level 9, okay, good. Artisan is his class. He has a hammer. What are his stats looking like? 9 strength, okay, not great strength, so we don't want him in combat. Physical defense, though, 13, not terrible. Not as strong defensively as some of our other characters, but, like, not terrible. Terrible magic attack, which makes sense. Bad magic defense, bad luck. Yeah, okay. We don't want him getting in combat, basically, is what I'm hearing here. That's, yeah. Accuracy, speed. I mean, he's got good evasion. Actually, quite good evasion. Like, pretty high up there. Well, you know. Not considering, like, Anna, who's an outlier and should not be counted. Yeah, decent jump. Bad movement, but... And he has the ability Spring Trap. Set a trap on a selected square. Any enemy who steps on it will be knocked back 5 squares. Up to 3 traps can be set. Okay. I can see some interesting uses for that. Huh. Very interesting. And then ladder. Set a ladder on a selected square for easy access to other areas. Ladders previously set with this ability will disappear. Okay. So we can have one at a time. That is very, very interesting. Huh. God, do you want to dedicate a whole character to that, though? I mean, I guess it depends on what the maps look like, and we'll be able to see. Like, we'll know exactly what map we're dealing with at any given time, so we'll know whether we want to deploy them or not. So interesting! God, I love all of the characters in this. They're so unique, every single one of them. Okay, well, let's see what this last cutscene is. I'm pretty sure this is the last cutscene before we wind up at the battle, so let's get this done, and then we can get our battle plan set up next time. I think that'll be a good place to end this one, at least.
Avlora? Are you certain?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We are surrounded by the Archduke's main forces, led by General Avlora herself.
She killed my brother. And my master. I must avenge them. Even if it means my life.
All right, easy, Roland. Easy, easy.
Your Highness, your life is far too important to so blithely throw away.
Huette, as always, proving that she's awesome.
I know that, and yet...
Facing the Esfrosti forces head-on is a fool's errand. They will drive us back with ease. Let us consider another strategy. As a matter of fact, there is more to this town than meets the eye.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
It
there
is
is.
a secret which, under normal circumstances, would be divulged to a new lord only after their succession is made official. But desperate times. I sent a man just now to make preparations. Come with me. We haven't much time.
And this is where things get very, very interesting. Oh god, that's right. We have to do like one more runaround. Okay. I forgot how exactly that went down. All right. I'm going to have to call this one here. If we're doing another whole runaround and talking to people and everything, then yeah, we're already too far over time for that. So I'm going to call this one here. When we come back, we will find out exactly what the secret weapon is, how we're going to handle it, and where that's going to take us moving forward. But for now, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I do very much appreciate it. If you know someone that you think would enjoy this series or any of my other content, if you could shoot them a link, that'd just be swell. Until the next time, though, I hope you all have a good night. Stay safe and healthy out there. And remember, be good to each other. Bye now.